I'm going to kind of ask you an organic question, but I'm curious your thoughts on it. There's a lot of things in civilized society that we're required to do. You get your driver's license at a certain age. You can't drink alcohol till you're a certain age or serve in the military. It seems like, and I've gone through it personally, some are very planned and some are very not. But do you feel like there ought to be some kind of, I don't want to say legal requirement, maybe a cultural understanding that, we're all going to pass at some time, that you have your affairs in order, or at least broadly at a certain age? I'm just curious because you see this in all shapes and colors and forms. I'm just curious your thoughts on that.
I really do, and I think that's a great idea. And actually, I've worked with quite a few firefighters and police officers with departments that when a new recruit comes on board, it is actually the requirement that that new recruit prearrange and have a plan and put that in writing. Because if that person died in the line of duty, that department steps in and really helps that family and guides that family with line of duty services. So that's one area that has been embraced by some departments.
Great.
But in general, I think it is a really good idea that people start thinking about this a lot earlier, especially younger people in those families that have a tragic loss.
Sure.
When there's a tragic loss, these people are really not thinking clearly.
Understandably.
There's chaos. They don't know what to do. And that's where educating is so critical, and sitting down with these families, educating on what the choices are, but also working within their means and making sure that they're not spending too much money on the plans.
And then there's the power dynamic sometimes.
Absolutely. All the family dynamics. And typically the family dynamics that come into play would be money related, religion related, and maybe just people having completely different thought processes on what should happen. Should mom be cremated? Should mom be buried?
Right.
What is mom going to wear? I don't like this section of the cemetery. I want to be over here. Mom wanted to be by the water. No, mom liked trees. So there's all those dynamics that come into play. So I try to really narrow in on one or two family members that are decision makers with the family. Of course, get input from the family, but it's really hard to sit down with 12, 14 family members and try to come up with a good plan.
Well, you're quite the diplomat.
You'd have to be.